What's up, everybody? It's your girl D. Welcome back to my channel. You are watching the Bake Apple Prepper, and I just got in a new microphone because I realized that my old microphone just wasn't cutting it. It was not the greatest audio quality. So today I'm going to be taking a miniature walk out in the alleyway, and we're going to have a little talk about some updated things. So yeah, like I said, I want to have a little talk with you guys about the medical shortages that are going on and my personal experience with that. And by the way, this is the garage door that almost murdered me. So if you could see behind me, I am almost the exact same height of the door, and it came down pretty hard on my head and almost killed me. So yeah. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys my story about if you see me constantly looking down, it's because I don't have my walker. I'm going around with my cane and I'm walking slow. Like I said, it's been 2 years of physical therapy, so I'm hopefully trying to learn to walk slow. You see me wearing sunglasses because you're new to this channel. It is because I have difficulty seeing any type of lights from my traumatic brain injury. And, I wanted to share with you guys my personal story of some medical shortages that I experienced recently, semi-recently. So I get allergy shots, as you guys know. I have a little guinea pig. Her name is Princess, and I am very allergic to any fur babies. So I was getting these allergy shots for almost 3 years, and what had happened was I was supposed to go back for one of my shots, and the way these shots happen is the insurance approves a vial, and that vial lasts about 8 to 10 months. That's where they give you the injection from, and then after 8 to 10 months they will give you they will try to authorize another vial, and that will last you another 8 to 10 months. So I was nearing the end of my vial, and if you ever taken allergy shots, you have to do it between 3 to 5 years to become free of your allergy. So it's actually quite terrifying for me because this is the first time I'm going down this little mini hill since my accident. But you guys are my encouragement, yes. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, I had the little mini vial, and I ran out, so my doctor submitted for a new one, and then they go, oh, by the way, this manufacturer might not be able to make your allergy medication anymore. And I'm like, what? Excuse me? So I'm like, all the progress that I just spent the past 3 years doing these allergy shots, I'm not gonna be able to, I'm gonna have to restart over, because if you miss an allergy shot, you have to start all over again. You can only miss it for, I think, at most 6 weeks. I'm gonna turn around because this is as far as I go with my injury. We're gonna submit for the new vial. They submit for the new vial, and the vial, they go, well, you could schedule your appointment, but we just don't know if we're gonna have the medication for you. And I was like, what? So I schedule the appointment. I come back and they tell me the manufacturer that was originally manufacturing your original allergy medication is no longer manufacturing that specific allergy medication. So we're gonna have to switch brands, and when you switch brands, that means that you have to start coming in, like, I think bi-weekly until your body adjusts to it and whatnot. So I had to come in like back to bi-weekly instead of monthly for a bit, and then I went back to, I think it was bi-weekly or weekly for like a month or something like that. And then they put me back to my regular monthly thing after my body adjusted to the new medication. But guys, how crazy is that? How crazy is that you are on your medication and the doctor's telling you we might not even be able to get your medication in anymore? So It's wild. And then I have another story. So back last year, they discovered that I had like a really small cyst behind my ear, and it's benign. It's not anything like dangerous or anything like that, but I didn't want to leave it there because I'm just terrified of things like that. I wanted them to take it out. So they told me the only way to do that is to schedule like surgery, a day for surgery. And I'm like, fine, just take it out, because the only other option was for them to do injections. I was supposed to schedule this surgery, and they kept saying that they were going to reach out to the facility that does these types of surgeries, and for some reason the facility just never got back to them. They kept calling and calling for months and months. So the most I could do was just get injections, which at this point flattened out the cyst, and it's basically like the size of like a little pimple. You can't even see it. It's like behind my ear, right there somewhere, so you can't even see it. But like I said, again, they don't have appointments. They don't have doctors to do this surgery. So this is crazy. Like, what if this was something serious? And I asked them, I said, what if it was something that was cancerous? And they said that then I would get pushed up on the list, but even then, with it being dangerous, I would still have to wait. How crazy is that? Like, I can't imagine. So the last story is about me trying to go pick up my medication. I had an inhaler prescribed to me because when I was in this accident with the garage door that's directly behind me, that brown one, yes, when it came down on my head like this, whoop, okay, it damaged my skeletal muscular system in my chest area. So I actually only breathe at 50%. Can you believe that? And because of that, I faint from time to time, because I cannot get a full breath of air. And basically what it feels like pressing on a black and blue, but on the inside, and it just cannot heal. Like, it's been taking forever, 2 years to heal with bruised lungs. Like, who knew that was a thing? So I went to one doctor. She gave me an inhaler, and then they did, I want to say, between 3 or 4 breathing tests, and they did, different doctors did this at different facilities. It's like a screen basically, and they give you a tube, and the tube, you have to put it to your mouth, and when they tell you to breathe in, you have to breathe in. When they tell you to breathe out, there's a screen, and the screen has a birthday cake on it, and you're supposed to blow out the candles. And I can only blow out like almost half of the candles. So I was supposed to get another type of inhaler, and this inhaler is supposed to be stronger than the first one, and the pharmacy just could not get me the inhaler that I needed to help me with the stronger steroid for my lungs. So imagine that you're as sick as I am, and you're struggling with your health, and you can't get your little surgery, procedure, whatever you want to call it, your medication. You don't have your shots that you need. Like, it's crazy. This is 3 strikes, you're out, dude. Like, what's going on? And then to make things crazier, today I read an article that the World Economic Forum put out at the end of May, and it was talking about how the chip shortage is affecting the medical industry. The chip shortage is actually refers to semiconductors, which are used in vital medical equipment such as defibrillators. They're used in ultrasounds for babies to see how the babies are developing. They're also used in intensive care units to get real-time data as to how a patient is doing. So imagine that, you know, there's not enough chips to let you know how your family is doing or how you're doing, suffering, like in the hospital, sick, and you have no idea because there's not enough medical chips. It's crazy. So the medical industry is also competing with the industrial industry and with the automotive industry, and it only takes 1% of these semiconductor chips as far as like the competition goes. Imagine that you're only 1% needing these semiconductors to save lives, and you can't get what you need to help your patients. Like, imagine how you would feel as a medical provider not being able to help people or save people. So it's just insane as to how all these shortages are affecting everybody around us. And you know, it affected me 3 times, and I just really wanted to share that with you guys. Like, as awkward as the stories might sound to you, I just thought that you guys should know my personal situation with how the shortages affected me, and also get to see how I'm walking around with my cane. I am slowly making progress, you guys. I hope to be someday walking out and about, filming videos in New York City, and that's all I have for you guys, honestly, today. So I will see you next time, and thank you so much for watching the Big Apple Prepper. Bye.